First comment. Oh no, I told you guys people are responding to Nick. They're to the Nick, but Emily Saves America has 3 comments. So people are responding to, I guess, a few reaction type videos. But I'll read a couple. This is from Nick Fuentes, Dear Black People. Whites, Asians, Hispanics, Arabs, Indians, etc. all know this is true, and we all have no respect for that community. I guess they're talking about black people. Of this group of people that they named, whites, generally in America, Arabs and Indians are considered Caucasian. But they say whites, Asians, Hispanics, Arabs, etc. know this is true. I do think the black community is doing negative things at a higher rate than all other communities. I just think every community is different. Asians behave differently from whites. Whites behave different from Hispanics. So I just don't think you can lump everybody against blacks. That's what I think one of the big problems is with race in America is when you group everyone and just single out blacks, it does make black people, it's not just how we feel, but it does kind of come off as racist because all blacks aren't doing bad things. But if people were just to say, oh, we should focus more on the blacks because there's more of an issue there, but there's a problem across the board, I think it would help with racial harmony. And I think that whites would be surprised by what blacks said in response. Not just myself. Many blacks are aware that there are problems in the black community. It would be easier for us to talk to white people and Hispanics about the problems in the black community if the conversation was just about negative things. And then we could share about the negatives across the races. But like the same thing with me and Nick, sometimes I'm seeing these clips. Dear black people, we coming at blacks so hard, just like Stu did. It's like you coming at my people hard. I got to address the whites in Appalachia. I got to address the low IQ whites. I got to address the whites raping people, watching child pornography, the whites committing violence, doing mass murders, killing innocent people. I don't think that's white culture, but I just named a bunch of things that white people overrepresent that, but I wouldn't say that that's white culture. And that comment was from James Scusi, 7254. Appreciate the comment. Ryan Product Reviews, this is also Nick. Okay. Ryan Product Reviews says, shit, I say a lot when I'm drunk too. Doesn't mean I post them for 13 days and let my ass get cooked. No, homie, I wasn't drunk or anything. Nick just says things about my community. They're true, but they imply something and they insinuate things that aren't factual. So again, I'll just repeat myself so you can hear it. Whites overrepresent in child pornography. Whites have a large portion of people on welfare. Whites commit mass murder at a higher rate than other groups. Again, just because they overrepresent at these statistics, that doesn't mean I would call it white culture. That's all I'm saying. If I was to tell you that white culture was mass murder or was welfare or was violent crime, you would say, no, there's more to, or pop music or doing drugs. You would say there's more to white culture than that. There are good things and bad things. That's all I'm saying about the black community is there's good and there's bad. So if white people don't want us to consider them racist, be more nuanced and talk about the whole black community. Don't just solely focus on the negatives. That's the only problem. You can critique us and we will hold ourselves accountable, but it has to be a two-way street. We have to be talking to one another and not at one another. Sharon, again, see, this is a little different for us. We've been getting a lot of comments from males and I think white males because they've kind of been coming at me. But this is another comment from a woman. It says, that's how they met. So I guess the women are giving information about how Charlie and his wife met. I would check out the information you guys are providing because I didn't know about how they met. I don't know much about Erica Kirk. I'm interested in learning more. So the more you guys share, the better for me. If you find things out, share it with us on our socials or just share it in the comments. And I will take the time to look into who she is, how they met, and what she's up to, because that's what Nick was talking about. He was suspicious and skeptical of her. And like I say, I'm trying to wait and hold judgment. So whatever you guys send, I'll check it out to learn more about Erica. And again, our sympathy goes to her for losing her husband. Our condolences go to her for her losing her husband. This is Remus Fola 5703. They say Nick Fuentes is two-faced and all over the place. I don't know if he's two-faced, but I do kind of think he's all over the place because I find myself every episode going back and forth with him. He knows this. All right, this is conspiratorial. This makes sense. Oh, he's generalizing. So it's like, I mean, because he's like that, because there's so much going on, I try to give everybody a chance. So I'm looking at him now as like not someone who's always wrong or someone that's racist. I still think he's racist, but what I'm saying is, now that I see that there's more to him, when I approach Nick now, I say, well, let me, even if you noticed, I let more of the video play this time. So it's like, I'm trying to at least see all where he's coming from, because it's just so much with him. And maybe people think that about me because I do tend to talk a lot, as I've heard from the comments. Let me finish reading what you said. He is selective in criticizing Israel, suggesting he is not as free spirit as he portrays to be. I did notice that in that clip he said something about Erica Kirk potentially being involved in Charlie's murder, but previously for years I've seen clips of him talking about Israel, so I would have expected him to say Israel did it, not the wife. He is entitled to his own perspective. We all are. He has a knack of sniping at different people to boast ratings. Maybe it's a ratings thing, but maybe Nick feels that way. Like, some things I say may come off as a ratings tactic, but it's really not. Like, I talk to the producer often and we disagree. I really tell you guys my honest opinion. So sometimes the data may be telling us to say something else, but I always tell you guys what I actually believe. I believe in branding and just being authentic and honest with people. Okay, I read two more because the producer says I've been reading a lot of comments. This is from Airstream Your Girl. This entire day has been women comments. Again, we love you guys. Share it with your sisters. Share it with your girlfriends. Like, I'm black, and I have been talking about Nick Fuentes, who people say is an anti-Semitic and a white supremacist. But I definitely want this show to be accessible and open to everybody. So women, please share your views. Wealthy people, please share your views. Low-income people, don't be ashamed of being low-income. We need everyone, from the janitors to the doctors to the school teachers to the managers at McDonald's to the managers on Wall Street, right? This country runs with everybody. So everybody who's doing something positive and dignified, I want you to join the discussion. I think that there are some people in the low incomes causing a problem with murder, but there are also people who are running countries. I hate to pick on Netanyahu, but there are people running countries who are wealthy and intelligent, causing mass destruction. So what you make does not speak to your character, and it does not speak to your integrity. So I just want everybody to know they're welcome. Let me read the tweet now. Again, from Airstreamy Yo G Girl. You know, the first impression I got watching her two speeches was she did this. She seems to be aligned with Nick. She had a hand in this. I have to open this one up because it seems to go for, it goes for a minute. This may be my last one, guys, for today. And why so much pomp and circumstance? Christians are supposed to live modestly. She's always dressed very expensively. Her parents are powerful. Knew nothing about Erica Kirk. Don't even know her maiden name. Charlie Kirk's dad used to work for Trump. Okay, I'm seeing how he got into where he got in the Republican Party. Not where he got, but maybe how he had some of the connections to get there. It all seems so set up. Okay, so Nick was saying potentially Charlie and Erica were set up by someone. This person is going along with the same vein. And what? Voila. And are we talking cash? It is the secret anonymous island that powerful people go to and play dead Epstein. We're probably going to cover the Epstein files. They never put him out. He was a Jewish person. There are other elites, politicians, elite actors, elite entertainers. There are people, even Elon Musk was mentioned. I think maybe Steve Bannon. A lot of wealthy people knew this man. Obviously, maybe he donated to them, etc. But a lot of wealthy people knew him. A lot of wealthy people went to this island. I think across race, across gender, across socioeconomics, across political party, the American people clearly are against the harming of children. And this is one issue that we're seeing despite Americans being together. We want to know who is on the flights, who is doing things to the children. We want to know what was going on. They're not investigating it. So there's some kind of cover up with the Epstein files, and we all want to find out what's going on with that. So again, like I said, the show is accessible to everyone. That's one thing we all seem to have in common across the board. We want to find out who harmed the children. We want them held accountable, and we never want it to happen again. So we're calling on the politicians to do their job, do what we sent them to Congress to do, and give us the information on the Epstein files. Y'all have information clearly on it and won't even share it to the public. So if you want to keep your jobs, I suggest you start letting us know what's going on with the Epstein files. Let me calm down. They say I get a little animated. I care about the kids so much. Oh, and let me finish this comment. The TPUSA, which is Turning Point USA, seems to smell a lot more like elite Christians. Okay, like the Osteens. She's naming some of the big people in the Christian conservative world. Money is the name of the game, not Jesus. I don't know the Osteen family, so I definitely won't pass judgment. What are they up to? What is the connection to the White House for real? If Charlie Kirk was really killed for wanting to move away from Zionism, being an evangelical and seeming sincere, and the Bible adhering, unlike his fake Christian wife. So you're kind of like Nick with this. You're throwing out a lot of insults. I can't go that far. I don't know about their family. I don't know about the Osteens. But I do, when you touched on Epstein, I mean, I'm definitely in agreement with that. There are some wealthy people who are on those flights and doing things to children, and we're against that. We're done for today, guys. We changed up the show. If you check out this episode, I believe this is episode 13. If you checked out some of the previous episodes, let us know in the comments if you like the new direction. Talking about things a little bit quicker, trying to get straight to the point for you guys, and not going as in depth. So if you like the faster, quicker news, let us know, and we continue doing this show in this manner. Peace. Talk to you guys later. If you like this video, please smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. New shows airing Monday through Thursday.